A father and son both in Brown County Court today for the death of a Green Bay toddler. David Vanderleest and his son James arrested back in June at a cabin in Florence County following the death of 2-year-old Leo Escalante. James Vanderleest in court regarding a potential bond modification. The judge, though, kept it at $2 million. As we reported, James was reportedly caring for the child on June 22nd at a Green Bay home when he says the boy fell down the stairs. That boy died 2 days later at the hospital. Prosecutors say the boy's injuries are not consistent with a fall. In court today, the Vanderleest attorneys say they're still waiting for the autopsy report to review. The judge setting a new hearing for December 19th to check on the status of that report and to reconsider the bond request. His father also appearing in court for a status conference today. David Vanderleest pleaded not guilty in August to charges of harboring or aiding a fugitive and obstructing an officer. He's currently out on bail. David Vanderleest his attorneys also waiting for that autopsy report, so he will also be back in court, this one in January.